video challenge. I am participating in the Harry the Big Dog 100 video challenge. It's live stream videos, 30 days to produce 100 videos. And my aim is to produce 100 videos that have some substance to them, that can help folks, add value to your lives. And so hopefully this video will be something that you can take, and if you happen to be a video editor or storyteller or someone who wants to know how to go about producing a video and you don't know where to begin, I'm going to tell you and walk you through what I did for this video. This is the Winnie Birch Award video for the Faithpreneur Weekend. I participated in this event every single year. It's an amazing event. We're now in our Q4 training run. We started Tuesday with the trainings for all those who attended and got the all access pass. And so I'll be going in and teaching on this and many other things in relation to mastering your media. So there's washing machine going in the background. I'm here at home, it's late, but I've got to get these videos in, and I'm committed to making sure that I stay ahead of the curve. And so here we go.
I just want to
Okay,
breathe for a moment because
so
one of our entrepreneurs,
let me turn the volume down
she turned
just a
into
little
wings
bit.
earlier this year.
All right, so
And
now
anybody on the
this
call
video,
knows
there's a
her
lot of
because she's
components
one of
to
the
it.
most active people
For
on our
one,
prayer call.
this right here,
She
this
would always
image,
be encouraging,
Otis
sending
created
encouragement no
this
matter what was
logo.
happening in her life.
Okay,
And
Otis
Wendy
is
fought stage
a
all
designer,
for
amazing
years,
graphic designer who
but she
does
never let it
the
get
majority
her.
of
She said,
Dr.
I'm
Stacey
happy.
NC Grant's
If
work.
he carries me home, it's to my glory.
And
If he
so
raises me up, it's to his
what
glory.
we
And I'm
did
fine
here
with any way
was, okay, we
he
created this little
decides
bug
that
over
his
here.
will be done.
So
And
you're
that
seeing
happens,
multiple layers
you're
inside of
faithful
this
to get to the
video.
point where you can surrender whatever the outcome
And so the
to God
background video,
himself.
this was
She used to call
the
me her
first
energizer
year
bunny.
of the
And
Faithpreneur
she would
of the
even sit down like
Winnie
I
Birch
keep
Award.
going and going and
This
going.
is
She'd
the
call and check on me. And just be a joy to
trophy
be here last
that
year at
goes
the
with it.
conference, just celebrating and a part of everything that we were doing.
And
This
so
year, I
the
could not move
elements
forward
for
with Video
this
Weekend without
piece,
establishing a special award
there
in
was
her honor
some music.
that would live on with
If
the
you can hear it in the
of this
background,
work
I'll
that God
turn it
has
up a little
trusted
bit so you can hear
me
it.
to steward. So today, two of her children are here, and they're going to join me on stage
Okay, so you can hear that in the
as
background,
we name
and it
this
just is
award. They're like,
building
no,
over
we're not
time.
bringing this up. We're really going to bring you up. This is Alexia Daniels and Marion Holly. Come up the stairs.
This was actually a very
Come on up.
emotional piece because, you know, we all absolutely love Winnie. And so Winnie,
So I told them,
she had stage 4 cancer,
might be in heaven, but they always
and
have family with me. And I would be with
Stacey
them.
made an award
I'll try not to get too
that
emotional, but your mom is right
really
there.
just honored
And we
her
thank God
for all
for
that she
the witness
did,
that she left in their lives.
all she
Because
meant
there's
to so
nothing
many
like a
people,
mother.
including myself.
And anyone who has
And
experienced that kind of
it
loss,
was
you can
really challenging
I can't even
to make
imagine
this video
calling up my
because,
grandmother and my second
you
mom was
know,
my pastor. And I didn't think I could
it's
leave.
easier
But they
sometimes
both
when you
are
don't know the
how
person
said in God's word, if you
because
can't
you
fall
don't have
apart
the same kind of
when you
emotional,
know where
you
someone is
know,
going. But
tether
even
to
when
it.
it hurts, but we joy
But
in
this
knowing that they're in a
one
better
in
place. They're better
particular,
off with us. Their mom's chilling.
I really
And I just
was
am
honored to be
so
able to do it.
grateful that
Winnie,
her need
you know, really made an
and
impact in my life.
for her grandchildren will
And
work
so
on
I
how to
wanted
set
to
up
make
a
sure
fund that will support her
that
needs and continue the mission
every
of the
element
angels
of this
that she used to
video,
draw with
you
her
know, that it
collection. So
had
these
something
words
that
absolutely
really spoke
amazing.
to the heart and the
The
soul
way
of Winnie
God used that gift to bless
and
others and wrote a book.
gave the
He
gravity of
wrote a
what
book on it.
this award was all about.
Wrote a book and was able to share
So it took a lot of
parts of
thought
her
work,
story. So when I thought about
and
this award,
there was a
I
lot
said,
of
I
behind
want
the
to name
scenes
this award, and
that
I
came
want to
together
give it
for
to
this.
someone
We
who
had
be
to
the
pull
person
together
to
images,
champion us.
the
What the future
videos like the
recipients
one
may
that you're
have
seeing
faced
here. You know,
in
all of this was not planned, if you will. But we pulled those images in from what Andrew took years prior to that. And that right there was the first Faithpreneur weekend. And that was the last one, the first and only one that Winnie made it to. And so then this piece, we contacted Alexia, that's Alexia right there, and then she structured it so that those sisters were in the video that you're going to see coming up, and I happened to catch them the day that they got off the plane, and so you're going to see that coming up here. So this next piece that came up. Okay, so it's starting out. Okay, so those are still images. Okay, that was a Zoom call that we did. And so we did that interview in order to grab some video because we wanted to make sure that, the daughters were, represented, in the video. I was actually surprised at how well that came out, and how stable the signal was. Because they were driving at one point, and we had to find first we found a park, but it was too windy, and initially it didn't have the right backdrop. So they said, hey, why don't we just do this in the car? And I said, yeah, that sounds really good. So I was over here in Washington. They were in, I think, New York. And I think they were in New York, yeah. And then, we just did the interview. We put the kids out the car for them to go and play while we did this interview. And it took about 45 minutes to do. And then from there, it was a matter of listening to what they said in order to start pulling images and video to make sure that we had, just the different elements that spoke to Winnie. Okay, so right here, Stacy, after Stacy and I did her interview for Faithpreneur Weekend, then we took a moment to have her explain Winnie to those who may not have known her. There's Winnie. We love Winnie. She's so awesome. Really miss her. And so that was Winnie was an amazing artist, and she was an author, and you see she's signing one of her books there.
In the midst of what she was going through, and she represents what a real faithpreneur looks like when it comes to standing unapologetically in faith and realizing that we serve a God.
It was amazing all the things that had to come together in order to pull this together in such a short period of time.
And they decided to have her read some of it, and regular book signing until the audience got up.
And you could tell that there was such a deep love between her and her children. And I think the most beautiful part about this is that as close as they were, and this is just something that we all can take note of, is that we can be as close as we want to be to our mothers, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, our family, even our friends. And we know that aspect of them. But the aspect of them that the rest of the world interacts with, the rest of the world knows a whole totally different aspect of them.
It just showed how much and how far people came from. Yeah, I think that she was a friend to people in a way that people are not friends to people.
This part choked me up.
She was a real friend to people. And I think that
to watch her be in relationships with people and how she was able to be a friend to people
So when
when
you're
people
producing
don't
a
know how
video
to be
like
friends
this
some
and you're
time.
hearing just
I
the little
think that,
elements, um,
yeah, I think that was
it's
important. And she didn't
important,
have,
at least
growing up, she
as
wouldn't
far as
say that
I'm
she had a lot
concerned,
of friends or people
that you have
understood
those
her
musical elements
or, embraced her the way that
that
she grew up to be
flow
that person who embraced.
with
She
the
did the
story
opposite things of
that's
what
being
people had
told,
done to her. And I think that's a
you
courageous thing
know,
to do, is to live your
pacing,
life
and
the opposite of how you feel like you were treated.
you don't
So
want the
I think
music to
that
overpower them.
the way that she was a friend to people, watching her be a
And you can
father
see
friend
this
was
whole
always a good
video without my
experience.
talking, of course, inside of the Destiny Designers University.
One thing she would always say, whatever daddy does, I'm okay with that. If he calls me home to glory, it's to my glory. If he raises me up from the bed, it's to his glory. And whatever daddy does is fine with me. So I want those who receive the Faithpreneur Witty Birch Award to understand what it comes with the anointing and the blessing that it bestows on them because of how they stand in faith above it all.
So this right here is just a graphic. It's a thumbnail that we created. And then this right here is a filter and an effect coming from the top and the bottom to give some movement to this static image. The static image fit in the background, and then what we overlaid on top of that gave it some movement. So that was that. If you want to know more information, and if you have projects and you want to know how to structure a story, and you think that it's something that you'd like to talk with me about, by all means, reach out to me, jasonhodge.biz. Let me see if I can get rid of this graphic. I sure don't want to promote this person right here. I'm going to start it over
I just want to
and then stop it. There we
breathe
go.
for a moment.
All right. Yeah. But yeah, if you've got some questions and you need help on mapping out the story, and you're having a little challenge on getting the nuances of the story that you want to tell, feel free to just go ahead and you can inbox me. And just let me give you a heads up. Uh, I work on stories that I could show to my kids. So if it's not something that I could show to my kids, and my kids are very, very innocent-minded, so I don't show them a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so if it's not something that could pass the kid test, or that I could sit and watch with my grandmother, then that wouldn't be a project that I'd be consulting on. However, if it is something that is uh, Bible-based, kid-friendly, or that it tells a really heartfelt story, I'll shake salt on that. It doesn't have to be totally kid-friendly, because sometimes there are stories that need to be told that kids wouldn't be seeing anyway. But they do have redeeming qualities to them, and they are about redemption or transformation, stories that touch hearts and minds and lives. Then I'd be more than happy to consult with you on crafting your story and taking the footage. This project right here, we didn't shoot independently to get these things. I mean, we collected and curated. I grabbed things from social media, from Facebook and YouTube, and I just went and grabbed as many things that I could find of Winnie's. I grabbed as many things that I could find of Dr. Stacy NC Grant's, Andrew from uh, Photos Granted. Let me see. Granted Photos. Sorry, Drew. Late and brain freeze. Um, he provided me with some amazing footage and amazing images, and so I was able to take all of that and then produce this 10-minute, 37-second segment, this piece right here. And I'll show you another one in my next video of what we did with Dr. Stacy NC Grant's video when we were ramping up for the Faithpreneur Weekend. And as you know, this year we are getting moving. So everybody who's going to be in attendance next year, you'll be hearing, the Flames fan for next year's event starting within the next few weeks. So get ready and start saving up your ducats so that you can make sure that you are there, you're in the room, you're getting the training, you're taking advantage of the trainings throughout the year leading up to the Faithpreneur Weekend. And that way, once you go to the event, whether you attend in person or virtually, depending on what this COVID thing is doing, you will be able to really skyrocket the way in which you take advantage of the opportunities that are there, the trainings that are there. You will have at your disposal all of the experts that come to this event and that train. Every year that I've been there, my mind has been blown, and every year that I've been there, I've been told that I've blown mine. So it's a good exchange. The folks who are there, they are there to just give and to serve and to pour. And so if you take advantage of the training leading up to it, you will be extremely blessed. So on that note, I'm going to end the video now. Go ahead and join the community. I've left the link inside of the description. So you can click on that and it'll take you over to the Destiny Designers University. And so it is a faith-based community, and it's got some phenomenal people in there, great content. I'll be putting more content in there, some different trainings, different resources and resource guides and all of that in order to help you to build your business in a God-centered way. All right. So I will catch you later. I am the Jason Hodge, looking forward to meeting you.